This is the home page for my Introduction to Media Arts course, where I have a welcome message with some direction, what they will find here, technology help desk, some other links that they might want to have handy throughout the year, as well as these tabs of other commonly visited sites. I've got the About the Teacher page right here that I also included a welcome video in. Additionally, I have the syllabus, which this year I added something new that I learned about in a summer PD called an interactive syllabus. And that's where I embedded a video at the bottom of a preview of what students will be creating. I thought showing them examples of the projects they will be doing in my class would excite them and inspire them instead of just seeing a list of the projects that they would be doing. Now to the assignment for our class. As you will see as I walk through this, I have incorporated pages, some discussion questions, assignments, have uploaded files, as well as provided links to external URLs. So I have called the module the pre-production unit. I see I have a typo there, all correct. Then I titled this section because the pre-production unit does have other elements to it. This section will be on storyboarding. I start with my unit objectives and success criteria. Then I have a week at a glance template here that I would fill in for what we're going to do each day. That is something I just created for this semester. So the lesson will start out with a PowerPoint presentation that is embedded on storyboarding. What is it? Why do we do it? And appeasing some concerns, but wait, I don't know how to draw. So a comprehensive PowerPoint to get them familiarized. Then we're going to jump right in with a group activity. The students will be paired up, and each group will have their section here on this shared document, group 1 and group 2, group 3, however many. And person 1 in the group will write a scene. So for example, thirsty student goes to the water fountain for a drink and feels refreshed. The second student will then have to storyboard that. How would they shoot that video? So they can use some Google drawing tools here and then write their shot descriptions in the boxes below. Then after that, we introduce a discussion question, vision execution. So this will be where the person who was the script writer in the group will review the illustration that their partner made and see how they executed it. Did he or she envision that scene the same way that the script writer did? And then we're going to talk about why does it matter? Crew members might not be as invested as the script writer, and they need that visual reference before they go out and shoot the video. So it's really important in my class that they work well in teams and share visions and communicate and collaborate. I have embedded here, or not embedded, but linked a thing to storyboard career information. I teach at a career and technical education school, so whenever I can link to job opportunities, I do. Maybe you love to draw. They might not realize that's a career. A storyboard artist works in film, TV, gaming. So I always like to provide links to career opportunities as that just supplemental information for those that interests. And now an assignment. So they've done this pairing activity. Now they're each going to get a prompt from me. The whole class will get the same prompt, students getting off the bus in front of school and arriving to class. And then they will each have to make a storyboard. They can use a Google Doc, or I have provided a couple digital storyboarding tools that they can upload a document from that. I provided an example where I used one of the tools and I did a little storyboard. When I, time permitting, I always like to do the assignments myself to kind of model an example for them. I have the criteria. And then here down below, I have provided a rubric for them. So that is for them to submit to me, and I will grade. However, there is another discussion. They will be uploading their storyboard, and then they will get assigned 2 peers. That way everyone gets comments, a minimum of 2 comments on their storyboard, and they're going to review them. I think this will be a really interesting discussion because they all had the exact same prompt, but they're all going to visualize it differently, and it just will teach them that you can have the same scene, but we all look at it through our own lenses. So that should be an interesting discussion. And then the final activity here is going to be a location scouting activity. I have a Google Doc embedded for them all to work in. They will take out a camera, cell phone, tablet. They will explore our building and the immediate grounds around it to do a location scouting for future video shoots. They will be taking pictures and notes. And they're going to be learning so many skills here, but the observation skills, the listening skills, they're really going to have to use their sight and sound to create a comprehensive document that they will use throughout the year. So again, I want them to put the location, many more pros than that, but a list. Is it highly visual? Is the audio good because the room's carpeted? Or is it not because it's not carpeted? It has high ceilings. It's echoey. It has fluorescent lighting. So they will create, and this will be a working document that they will have all year that students can go back to and be like, oh, wait, I remember someone found this in that location. And then that's going to lead us into another discussion question. They've had the opportunity now to go out and look and listen and identify potential challenges. So now I want them to think, what could pose the biggest challenge when I'm on a video shoot? And then how am I going to troubleshoot that? If the lighting's bad, I'm going to bring a light kit. If the audio is bad, depending upon the environment, I'm going to use a clip-on lavalier mic, or I'm going to use a stick mic or a boom mic. Visuals. So it's going to teach them to troubleshoot, because I have found their instinct is they just want to grab a camera, go out, and then if a problem arises, oh, I can't do it. Well, sure you can, but we need to troubleshoot that. So that wraps up this portion of the unit. I am excited about it because in the past I have taught storyboarding as a very traditional passive learning experience. Now that I have identified that as a show and tell, here's a storyboard, here's why we use it, now go do it. And I have found that consequently the students aren't invested in it, and they don't get it, and they don't want to do it. They just want to grab the camera and go out and shoot video. But then they're not prepared if they reach challenges. So I feel like each of these activities and lessons will help them in that. And I use the TIMS method because I think it really applies to everything that I am doing in this course.